Hi, it's me, Vamp, and welcome to another podcast episode. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, or rather, some of you guys are thinking, hey, Vamp, this podcast is a few days and a week late. Well, I have a good reason for that, and the reason is because of the simple fact that I have been trying for the past few days to take it easy and failing. Hence why I had to keep trying, because I realized something about myself, which is that I am a workaholic. Yes, I realized that about myself not too long ago, just this week, in fact. The reason I realized that, how I realized that, is I kept saying I need a break, then I go to take a break, and then I'm like, oh, I should make another video, or oh, I should do this, I should do that. Actually, over this past weekend, I actually upgraded my Adobe thingamabob, got an Adobe thingamabob rather, so I could use Adobe After Effects, which I had never used before. So I played around with After Effects, learned a few new things from there and stuff. So it's one of those things that it's, I don't know. And hold on, actually, no, don't hold on, actually. I was going to say hold on, but first of all, this is literally my podcast. I could clip it whenever I wanted. And second of all, I decided I'm not going to do what I thought I was going to do. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I feel like this happened to content creators in general a lot. Content creators were just like, oh, this is something that we are going to, it's like, oh, we're going to take it easy, but then everything we do, we see YouTube videos and streams about stuff, and it's like, I can make a stream about it. I can make a YouTube video about it. But once I've taken it one step further. When I'm watching a show that I'm like partly into or whatever, I'm like, I usually end up either pausing it or while it's on a commercial or whatever, thinking, oh, yeah, you know what? I need to do this, do that, do this, do that, so I don't have to do it later. That's my excuse. That's my logic. So I don't do it later, I do it now. But then later I'm bored and I end up doing something anyway. So it's one of the things that it's not really per se very logical. So yeah, maybe I do work too much, but it's not something that I guess I have much control over, okay? Every now and then, every time I sit back and watch a TV show or something, that's a small accomplishment for me, okay? If I'm being perfectly honest, that is a small accomplishment for me because I suck at sitting back, relaxing, taking it easy. I just suck at it in general. Okay, but I guess I did plan on talking about something else, which is, okay, so some of you guys will remember that this podcast used to be called Warframe Madness Podcast back in the day before I rebranded it. Well, I actually have some stuff to talk about overall about Warframe. Warframe is a game that I currently play at the time. In case you guys were curious, I also have a YouTube channel dedicated to Warframe content. It's called Warframe Madness, in case anyone's interested. But yeah, I want to mention that I realized something. I was streaming the other day actually, and there were some people that came by when I was streaming Warframe, but then I switched to a different game and more people came by. So, that's good and bad. It's good for me in general, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it said about Warframe right now. We'll have to wait and see. It's just something that crossed my mind, which, I feel like Warframe is getting better. I'm very hopeful, okay? It was having that rough patch toward the beginning of this year. I think it's going to stabilize. I think it's stabilizing now. I really honestly do think it's stabilizing. I hope it's stabilizing because not even from just a content point of view. I am a big fan of the game Warframe, which is why I started playing it to begin with, back before I became a Warframe partner or anything like that. Now, to switch gears, I'm also going to mention about Magic the Gathering. I'm a Magic the Gathering partner as well, part of the partner program, thanks to a sponsorship between Wizards of the Coast and Stream Element. Well, the thing is, I don't know, I'm kind of eager to try some of the new cards. I got on Magic the Gathering today after maybe 2-3 weeks of being off the game, and I'll be honest, it felt kind of good to get back to Magic the Gathering. So we will definitely see what happens there with that, because I'll be honest, I haven't been getting on Magic the Gathering as much as I used to, because I've been doing other stuff behind the scenes, trying to grow my YouTube channels. Yes, that's right, I said channels. Vamp Plays is another channel I'm trying to grow. Actually, this podcast is going to be on the Vamp Plays YouTube channel as well, because I like to try to do that as well. So that would be pretty cool. And if you're on the YouTube side of things, feel free to check out the end card, because even on this video, because I actually, like I said, been doing some tinkering in not only After Effects, but an Adobe animation program thing too. And yeah, I think it's been going pretty good. I've been learning how to rig a character model and all that stuff, but I won't get too much into detail about all that. Some of you may find it extremely boring and whatnot. I found it pretty interesting. But yeah, that's what I would do. I guess you could say, not only am I trying to rush and make content, grow stuff, get myself in a position of stabilization and whatnot, but I am also trying to, I guess, like, create work for myself. I don't know, maybe it's just one of the things where I feel like I have to keep busy. Okay, you guys might hear some clicking real quick. because there is a show that I want to look up because of the fact that they touched on some issue that, I think is actually kind of true for me even now. Let's see, what is that show? Because they did a special episode not too long ago, the other day. Fun fact, any day that's not today is the other day. Yeah, Mythic Quest, Raven's Banquet. Yeah, I actually did watch that series. They did another episode the other day. It was a special episode. Well, what they touched down on is the main coder. She kept inventing like work for herself and stuff. And then afterwards and stuff, at the end, she broke down and she realized she just doesn't want to be left alone with her thoughts and whatnot. So through the whole episode before the very end, she actually kept inventing more and more work for herself. And I feel like to a point that could be, I don't know, maybe that is what I've been doing. I mean, it did seem to hit home. Have you ever had that sort of TV show or movie or something someone says that rings true in your head, and it's like one of those hits a little too close to home type things? Sometimes you avoid it, sometimes you embrace it because it hit too close to home. Well, I feel like that was it for me. I'm not trying to escape my thoughts, I don't think, anyway. I don't know, I don't know. I know I've been keeping myself busy, I just do not for the life of me know at all why I'm keeping myself super busy as of lately. Yes, I know. You guys are like, Vamp, what are you talking about? This is a podcast episode. What are you even making this episode about? Honestly, I had no clear mind when I made this episode, but since it is a random episode, no, I'm not going to title it a random episode. I'm saving that for the future. I'm probably going to title it something like, nah, it will come to me in the future. Some kind of, that's good. That's good. I like that. You guys would see the title. But yeah, I like it. I like it quite a bit. I like it quite a bit. I'm probably going to forget it though. Now, if you guys didn't actually listen to last week's episode, the last episode I did before this, definitely feel free to check it out. It's actually marked explicit. Yeah, not many of my episodes are marked as explicit, but a friend of mine was, special guest on the episode, and she had the tendency to like cuss and swear and stuff without even realizing it, honestly. So it's one of those things that she's only ever been on the podcast twice right now, and both times the episodes I had to mark explicit. But anyway, it was fun. We talked about Final Fantasy stuff. Yes, I'm a fan of Final Fantasy. How much of a fan? of Final Fantasy, you ask? Well, you'll just have to listen to the episode, won't you? It's actually a very good episode. It's way longer than this episode will probably be. It's actually almost an hour long. Yeah, it's actually a fair amount long episode. Now, I'm going to do something that I wasn't going to do before, but then I decided to, and I'll be interested to know. If you guys hear any beeping, forget about it. Okay, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I turned my headset off because it would have auto turned itself off anyway. Here's the thing about me and my headset. My headset is wireless, but I have a tendency to leave it on all the time, okay? It's just I've grown into this habit where if I'm at my computer, I have it on. Actually, I'm gonna take it off right now just, to try to finish this episode without a headset on and see how it works out. If it works out well, if it works out terrible. Actually, you know what? I think it's working out fairly as well, maybe. Yep, maybe. Okay, I paused there for a moment because I have the window open and I can hear something outside the window. I'm curious if you guys can hear it too. I don't think you can because this new mic I have is a really good mic and I have some filters on and so on and so forth, boring behind the scenes, whatever stuff. But yeah, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle, and so on and so forth. But anyway, back to what I was talking about, which is Warframe. Warframe, I really, really, really hope it continues to do good, continue to thrive. That will be very awesome. It's actually going to have, in the next couple weeks, another update, which is, I hate saying game changer, especially in the context of Warframe, since there hasn't been that many things that have been per se game changers in the game Warframe. I don't even know what a game changer would look like in the game Warframe. I think when they redid the star chart, that maybe was a game changer. I mean, effectively a game changer is technically anything that changes the game in any big significant way, but the key thing is significant. Like, it had to really change the game for most people to refer to it as a game changer. It can't just be tweaking something and changing the game. There's a difference in public opinion. There's a difference between changing the game and game changer. A game changer is like, oh, this is like basically a whole new way of playing the game, whole new way of getting items, whole new, that changes up everything. That changes up the way I do everything, the way I think about how I'm going to do such and such. That's a game changer. Changing the game is something like adding another enemy to the game, adding another tile set to the game. Yeah, that's public opinion game changer versus changing the game. So yeah, I'm hoping Warframe can pull another game changer out of its hat. That would be actually very cool in my humble opinion. Yes, you heard right, humble opinion. It's a very humble opinion, okay? I'm a very humble person, so humble people have humble opinions, okay? Well, Anyway, I also not only do I want Warframe to succeed. Magic the Gathering had no trouble succeeding. Technically, Warframe had no trouble succeeding either. For everyone that says they don't like Warframe, okay, see, here's the thing. A lot of people play Warframe clearly, but there are those games that are, excuse me, there are those games out there that are some are better. Some people enjoy watching more, some people enjoy playing more. Let's see, there are games that are easier to make how-to guides, harder to make how-to guides. There are games that are so straightforward, they don't really need how-to guides, but you gotta try to make some anyway. There are different kinds of games. Warframe, fortunately, does need how-to guides and stuff. I say fortunately because I am a content creator, so it's kind of my job to make how-to guides and whatnot for games. Again, YouTube channel Warframe Madness. Also YouTube channel Vamp Plays. So yeah, it's just one of the things. Will Warframe be one of the is Warframe one of the things everyone likes to watch? According to Twitch, not so much right now. People like watching videos of gameplay and stuff, but apparently a lot of people aren't a big fan of just watching a stream of Warframe constantly. I don't know how we got on the whole Twitch YouTube Warframe train, but let's continue with the whole YouTube Twitch thing. Okay, so some episodes ago, I actually made a episode about how you would go about starting a stream, start streaming and whatnot. And Warframe is one of those games that it's not necessarily as your first game. If you want a snap audience, you could do worse. You could do worse than Warframe as your first game. Some people do like to watching Warframe and stuff. Now, see, the popular games that are too popular, you also gotta watch out for. As I mentioned in the podcast episode I did, definitely feel free to go back and give that episode a listen because it really is informative. I talk about stuff like, competing with other streamers and stuff, which you do not want to compete with the other popular streamers out there and whatnot. But yeah, back to stuff. I have a few things I'm doing. I'm always building up more things too, because as a streamer, you should always have multiple things going for you. That's just how it is, how it should be. Content creator in general, multiple things going on, multiple plates, juggling multiple things. As some of you guys know, I have two YouTube channels, Warframe Madness and Vamp Plays, as well as a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/vamp6x6x6x, as well as this podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, link in the description below. I just did a lot of self-promotion, shameless self-promotion. Wow. Okay, so anyway, but yeah, you should have lots of stuff going on like that in the background. And the podcast episode, I'll admit, has been more all over the place. If you want focus on just how to start streaming. Again, feel free to watch a previous episode of the podcast. I do talk about it in detail. And yeah, if you want to know more Final Fantasy stuff, like I said, that's also the most previous episode from this episode. And yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here because I feel me getting way too all over the place. That's what I get for starting a podcast with no real coherent thing about what I'm going to talk about, huh? Okay, well, I think this is a good enough time as any to end the episode. I'll catch you guys in the future. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the future. Later.